Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. I got my girl Shay with us. I hope
Hey, hey,
everybody is
hey.
doing good. Um, I reached out to Shay because today my heart has kind of been a little heavy, y'all. No cap. And so I feel like what's the best way to not hold on to any type of unsettling emotion. So I think it's very, healthy to talk about it, especially somebody who understands and they're what's the right word I'm looking for? Not just aware of their emotions, but they're mature with their emotions and other people's emotions to respect and understand even if they don't agree. So
Mhm.
yes. Before we even started this live, the stuff that you talked about, Shay, I'm gonna touch on it a little bit from my perspective because it kind of touched me a little bit.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna say names because it is what it is. So you remember this guy last year? I was kind of talking to. His name was Terrence,
Yes.
and how I really liked him.
Yes.
So the reason did I ever tell you the reason why we stopped talking?
I think briefly.
So I ain't gonna go too much in all the details of why we stopped talking, but I will break it down to you on the last time I spoke to him.
Hmm.
So I was going through something and it was pertaining to my niece I used to take care of. So I was renting a house last year, and when you renting a house, you don't own that mug. You don't.
Hmm.
And so she ended up like catching some stuff on fire, whether it was her on accident or whether it was her on purpose. I couldn't decipher because she was doing a lot of lying.
Hmm.
So I had so many freaking emotions, y'all, when that happened because I'm just like, what the, like, I don't own this house. And all of these emotions, and I was like, dang, I just want to talk to Terrence. He calms me down. He's a
Hmm.
child of God. He can give me some wisdom and comfort. So I tried to reach out to him, and I was already like in his area near his house.
Hmm.
I called him. I texted him. Everything went unanswered, and that just hurt my little feelings, girl.
Yeah.
So
It would have got me too.
I even was like so emotional to where I just pulled up at his house unannounced. But I didn't go to the door or anything like that. I just drove
Hmm.
by. And next thing I know, I just kept driving and tears just started falling down my face. And I was just like, damn, he wasn't there for me. Which
Yeah.
it's not really his fault. I don't know what he had going on. But
Hmm.
after that, I just deleted his number and I never spoke to him again. So, it really hurt me. And I do think that one day he texted me, but I don't text or answer calls I don't know.
Hmm.
And so it was like somebody that was like, hey Angie, how are you doing? And I think it was him, but I
Hmm.
didn't I didn't
It
respond.
probably was. But my kind of concern with that is okay, I never got in touch with you the day I needed you. And then I never reached back out to you. It took you that long enough to reach out to me to say, hey, how are you doing? Well, we're not even familiar anymore.
Yeah, because I think it was like a couple months later, if
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
crazy.
mistaken. I might still got the text message if I go strolling all the way down. If
Mm-hmm.
I find it, I send it to you.
Mm. Yeah, nah, I don't rock with that.
Yeah, I
Because
didn't either.
somebody who truly care for you gonna get in touch with you.
Right. You had anybody, you can use anybody's phone, especially if I got you blocked.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so I was
Sure, you can
definitely
do
freaking
a
hurt.
text now new number from Google.
Exactly. But again, I'm gonna be fair. Like I don't know what he had going on, and
Mm-hmm.
so I just remember like bawling down, like crying, barely able to like see when I was driving home. And all I remember was praying to God and talking to God and saying like, I never do something like that again. I'm just gonna always lean on you, God. You always the one that's the most faithful to me. You never leave me astray. You never let me down. You're always there. You're my rock. And so I even felt bad on how I was using God because I felt like
Mm-hmm.
it shouldn't take me going through something for me to realize like God is there for me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so
Yeah, but
I was mad at
sometimes it
myself.
does. But sometimes I don't think that's what we go through to make us realize it. I think that in that moment, cause I done been there too. But I don't cause I always know God here for me and I call on him. I pray dang near every day. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I do be missing days sometimes. But I pray dang near every day. But sometimes when you going through stuff, especially when people don't answer the phone, whether they be a lover, family members or friends, you just be looking like, okay, God, you clearly are like God. Like, can you talk to me? Can you help me? But
Mhm.
and it be the whole thing because I had to remind myself of this too, because I was there and I was thinking the same way of
Yeah.
why did it take that for me to come to you? But it was like, Lord, I can't talk to you in the flesh. Like you can't talk back to me. I can't hug you. I feel your presence, but it's not the same as the
A
human.
physical touch.
Right. So that's what I think that is
And I
with
truly believe God understands that,
me too.
us as people need each other.
Mm-hmm. He made us that way. And he made us in
Exactly.
his image.
Exactly. So, yeah, I was definitely hurt. And I felt like this was the perfect way to just open the stream up like this because I do
Mm-hmm.
want our topic to stem around untapped emotions that maybe we are or have been uncomfortable talking about and don't really
Mm-hmm.
verbalize it to people, or just emotions that we just never ever talked about and we just stuff down because we do that.
Yep.
And that was one of them. I don't think I even told anybody that. I just like if people asked me about him, I was like, oh, I just don't talk to him no more. But
Yeah.
that was like the last time.
Yeah. And I think you did tell me that. Um, but you talked about it one time and never brought it back up again. So I
I
never
think
brought
I
it
did
up.
that to help myself get over him
Mm-hmm.
because I did like him. Like I really love the fact that he stemmed himself around building his relationship with God. Like I
Mm-hmm.
really love that about him. It had
Yeah.
nothing to do with me. It was all with him and his
Mm-hmm.
journey. And I just thought it was very enlightening to witness.
Yeah.
And then we was having Bible studies together. Our
Truly bonding.
We really did. Like we really got to know each other. It wasn't on no sexual anything. It was
Mm-hmm.
solemnly on God first and then
Yeah.
us getting to know one another as individuals. So I
Yeah.
just thought that was just icing on the cake.
Yeah.
But I will say, even though that's a beautiful thing, I have to admit I did allow that to blind certain red flags about him.
Yeah. And I feel like that's a lesson learned because sometimes we do like if we see a it's it's really kind of rare to see a man who say I love God and actually be in that. And then you be thinking, okay, I found me a good one. But I'm honestly too, I feel like it's easy. Cause I actually saw a man who said that if you want the easiest girl to get is a Christian, and he was saying because you already know what her faith is, and you know what she wants. She wants to lead. She wants you to lead like Christ wants. You like Christ, right? So
Mhm.
he was like, all you gotta do is act like you believe that same thing and play that role. And he was like, that's the easiest woman to get. And that really stood out. 'Cause I'm like, hold up, because I be saying I want a godly man, which I do. However, I gotta pay attention to them red flags outside of that. Like, is he living by what he believe in? Is he talking, or his actions and his words matching up?
Mhm. And I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of guys who I'll have to say recently, because I feel like in the past I don't really think, because they didn't really talk about God. But the most
Mm-hmm.
recent guys, if I'm being completely honest, I feel like a lot of them were hypocrites. And I hate to
Mm-hmm.
say it, I really do. They were
But
hypocrites.
facts are facts.
Yeah, they are. So I gotta keep it real.
Yep. I I know one dude that I used to talk to. He didn't believe in God at all. He and that's one of the reasons why I was looking like, girl, you had no business even talking to him. Like, what was you doing? And
It's
I
not gonna
remember
work.
at all. And then I remember him like trying to talk to me about God and trying to convince me that there wasn't one. And I got to
Mhm.
talking to him about it, like really going into details and stuff like that. And I remember him stopping one day and he was like,
Hey,
hmm,
Calias.
maybe there is a God. And he was like, maybe. And then so I was looking like, well, shoot, maybe that was the purpose of him coming, like being in my life, is so I could show him who God is. And then he was like, I don't know about no Jesus, but I'm willing to say that maybe there is a God out there. So that's how I'm on um what is the word I'm looking for? That is how I'm gonna justify
Mm,
him being in my life, because God put him there so that I could bring him to him. Now, what he did with that after we moved along, if he stuck to that and searched for him himself, that's on him. But I felt like I did my part and brought him to, what is it, a mustard seed.
yeah, definitely. Calias, we're just tapping in onto I guess you can say uncharted emotions. I guess
Mm-hmm.
within relationships, and how we felt and that we hardly talk about, or we just don't talk about it all. So this is kind of like a
Hmm.
very vulnerable stream. So
Yeah.
that's what it is.
It was
Um,
one guy that I do feel like I have some
hey
unspoken
Ty
emotions
shirt.
about,
Mhm,
because he he was a good dude, right?
mhm,
And it just seemed like it didn't align right. Like anytime, which I know they say rejection and stuff like that is God's
mhm.
protection,
Yeah,
but it still hurt when you like the person and it seemed like did nothing really, like they didn't do anything bad to you, you didn't do anything bad to them, but it just seemed like it's not aligning right. So, and it's like, dang, I really like this person and stuff. But then I also am one of them people who feel like I can't talk about that type of stuff with people to, like, you one of the people I can if I want to. And I got another homegirl that I can. But like, if I want to talk with my mama or my sister or somebody like that, I'm come from a tough skin family. So it's like, okay, he gonna move on type of stuff. Or it's like they'll listen, but you don't truly feel like people understand. And then it's like, because even my own mindset, I struggle with myself because, yes, because me and him didn't even ever really end up into our relationship. And I think that's kind of what sucked too, is because I can see it going there. Like, he was a manly man to me. Like, I like the way he moved with
mhm.
everything, and even the way he led, because he wasn't trying to lead as in he's in charge. He was just a natural leader. And I'm not a I'm gonna let you lead me, type of person. I'm gonna
Girl.
look for that. But a true leader can lead me. And I think, and that's what actually made me think of him and be thinking, and that's what made me look at him in that light, because that was my mindset. I was thinking, when I remember one day he asked me what was different about him than any of the other dudes that I had talked to. I didn't give him this answer, but this was the real answer. I thought to myself, if he lead, I'll follow. And I ain't one of them.
Right.
Like, you gonna have to show me. But
So
he
when you
can't.
do, it means a lot, a whole lot. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think people understand that.
Mm-hmm. He was. And we it's like we talked for a long time, and the only reason why we talked for that long instead of actually like it becoming a relationship or anything is because we had to meet in person. We hadn't met in person yet, and my car ended up breaking down twice. The
Hmm.
first time I got it fixed, and I like that about him too, because when the first time my car had broke down and he was like, "You got somebody to fix it, you want me to come over and look at it?" And but I'm looking like, I don't know you like
Nah, for real though.
that.
I don't care if we talking. It's gonna take
Right.
some time.
So I was like, no, I got it. And then also I'm in a wheelchair, so I have a wheelchair accessible car. So
Hmm.
it takes like special people to look at my car to know what they doing. And so I'm
True.
like, no, I already got somebody, which I did. I have a guy that fixes like the family cars.
Hmm.
So I took it to him, got it fixed. I think maybe 2 weeks later, it messed. It, them 5 gallon jugs of water.
Yeah.
Dropped it in the back, like it was on the back seat. It
Oh,
fell and burst it all over the back of my car, and it messed up the wiring,
oh,
in it.
and that's a
Mm-hmm.
big jug.
Uh huh. Girl, whole car shut down. They had to rewire the whole thing,
You was
and
going
it
somewhere?
took. I was driving home from somewhere else. I was driving home from Mesquite. And you know how far it is from where I am.
Hmm.
But I did make it home.
My
But
neck of the woods now.
yeah, and I left my car out and all the doors and stuff open to try to dry it out.
Yeah.
I tried to get in my car the next day, baby. I got locked in there because I had the ramp down. I got up in there and then tried to close the door. The door closed and then wouldn't open back up. And I'm like, I'm calling my mama, Mama, I'm trapped in my car. It won't let me back out. Help. So she had to come over, open it manually, and pull the ramp out manually so I could get out the
Dang,
car.
that's a lot.
Yep. And then it took 9 months because it's not that many places that fix wheelchair accessible
Yeah,
cars.
modifies it is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it took a long time for them to be able to get me in to even look at the car to see what needed to be fixed. And then it took
Hmm.
them a while to fix it. I'm gonna be honest, it was like 9 months it took for me to finally get that
Was
car
this
fixed.
your red one or this was a different one?
This the silver car, the one I got now.
Oh, so that
Mm-hmm.
mean that mean it was recently.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it was recent.
Hey,
Hey,
Callias.
Hello.
He said,
Kallias,
"Khalees,
girl, I be
you
about to
thinking
call her
I'm
Kallias.
bossy? Some.
But yeah, it was recent, and I've never been a woman to double back.
Hmm.
He is actually one of the people who, if he came back, I would give him another chance.
Hmm.
I don't think for myself it's anybody that I left in the past I would give another chance to.
Hmm.
I would. I'm all about
We
second.
know, we know you would, and you kind of got to stop there.
I know. I know. It's just it's just that I'm a very forgiving person. So if I see
I
a
am
person like
too.
You can
change,
forgive, but I don't gotta be with you.
That's what I was finna
right?
say.
I know. I know. I've done people like that too. But it's like if I see you change, then I can rock with you. If I don't, if I forgive you and you don't change, oh well, was meant to
Mhm.
be.
I think for me it's because when I'm talking to somebody, it's like it ends up running its course because we'll have a good relationship for a while. So
Hmm.
stuff will happen, it get a little flaky. Then towards the end, it's a lot of like back and forth where we not talking, then we are talking, then we not talking, then we
Mhm.
are. So it's just too much. And so once it's done, I just leave it in the wind and just
Right.
really
Yeah.
don't. No matter
So
how hard it hurts,
right. So
I
when
let it
the
go.
like this is a question for both of y'all. So when y'all talking to a guy, right?
Mhm.
When exactly do y'all start noticing the red flags that y'all dealt with?
Depends on them, honestly.
Mhm. And
Mhm.
younger me, I was boy. When I say I'm a forgiving person, I used to be benefit of the doubt queen, and just chance. I don't know, make excuses for you. The me now, I'm noticing right out the gate if you doing anything that's a flag to me, I'm noticing, and I know I'm not gonna say anything because I'm just the person that's gonna wait.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna notice these flags, depending on what they are. I'm gonna leave you alone, or I'm gonna speak on it. Like, hold up,
Yeah.
cause this ain't adding up to me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I'm
Mm-mm.
also a person that will leave you alone fast too.
Right.
I dealt with in the past where I wouldn't. That's why I say like you got one chance with me and it's done if I'm dating or
Mhm.
talking to somebody. But
Mhm.
I had it bad with like friends and family where I would like forgive them. But when it was men and stuff, oh no. I was like very like cutthroat with that and I was quick to like cut you off with no explanation. You wouldn't even know you offended me or that I don't like you no more. You wouldn't know nothing. I was just deuces. You'll
Mhm.
figure it out one day.
I was that same what well, not exactly the same way, but there were times where I just randomly cut somebody off and did not tell them about it. And
I
I did feel bad about that, to be honest.
Yeah. I ain't never really been that person. I did. I'm a I'm gonna tell you because I feel like it's unfair for me to feel this type of way and not give you the opportunity to fix it. So
Mhm.
I tell people, and it's on you whether you fix it or not. If you don't, I'm gonna leave. I'm not telling you today. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and walk away because I already told you.
I agree. That's how I started to
Yeah.
get towards the middle of like when I was 20 and stuff where
Mhm.
okay, I started to feel like okay, dang, I'm kind of communicating too much. Like if they not picking up what I'm throwing down,
Yeah.
then it's a wrap. Like why do I need to keep telling you? I hate
Mhm.
that. But
Yep.
then I can't say that cuz you like when you talking to somebody and you feel like they're not being 100% honest about what it is. Hey Rico,
Mhm.
then you want them to go more in depth. So it's like, well,
Yeah.
maybe what if that's how they feel? But I don't take it that way. I'll be like, man, I didn't broke it down to you to a T. You should understand this, my dude.
Mhm.
Okay, I can't speak for all men. I get what you're saying, but and this is from like my experience because I'm kind of this way. Like, say that I'm talking to you, right? I'm going off what you kind of give me. I'm not really good at mind reading or guessing or anything,
Hmm.
so just like tell me what, just like tell me what you expect out of me. What are your favorite places, so I know I don't pick the wrong place. That way we get all that out the way.
I
Yeah.
I
Like
can
just be upfront and honest
understand
with me.
that, but I'm gonna bring up my ex. I had done that so many times, and it was just like Buddy just wasn't getting it. He was not, and I kept trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Like I even had friends schooling him on certain stuff. We were
Mhm.
all cool. No. It's like they'll have a whole sit down with him for like a whole freaking day, and he'll act like to them he understand, but then he
Mhm.
come back to me, he don't do nothing. You would think that they never spoke, and it's just like, okay, well, you just don't give a damn, and
I
you
you
don't
know
care
what?
about me.
I know exactly what you're talking about because I was one of the friends having this sit down with him.
Yeah, I know.
I honestly weaponized incompetence.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
act dumb like you don't know what the heck going on, but
But
you
it was a
really do.
choice. Solemnly, it was really
Mhm.
a choice. You just
Hmm.
didn't want to do it, but you wanted to keep up that facade as if you did care.
Innocent. Mm-hmm.
And he was around me long enough. We lived together. You was around me long enough to know my likes and dislikes. So that was just unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
You just wanted to do below the bare minimum and still get all the qualities of a good man.
Yep.
Okay.
He used to tell me when he used to always watch Kevin Samuels, he had told me because I had one child that basically I don't deserve a what is it, a value man or high
A
value
high
man.
value.
And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, do you really understand that? Because he felt like he was a high value man, not because of his knowledge, not because of how much money he got or what type of person he was. It was only because of not having any kids. And I said,
Mm-hmm.
you are stupid.
Yeah, that is stupid. Even Kevin Samuels told a guy that that was stupid. I don't remember what episode it was, but I remember him schooling the guy saying, That's stupid of you to think that you're high value if you have no knowledge or don't have something going for yourself."
I think
Yeah.
he read into it the way he wanted to. He heard
Mm-hmm.
no kids and you got this and that, and he just was like, oh, that's me. I'm running
Mm-hmm.
with it.
And you know what? To be honest, I think a lot of those men that was red pill content type of men, they all read into that way of what because some I'm not gonna lie. As a woman, I can say some of the things Kevin Samuel was saying made sense. I didn't agree with most of it, but some of that stuff was making sense, and he was being kind of real with some people, with men
Mhm.
and women. But men act like that he was only dogging the women and stuff like that, and it's like, nah, bruh, he
Nah,
talking about
he
y'all
wasn't
too.
doing that.
Yeah,
He
but
was
they
not
sure
doing
was
that.
running with that. When he would
He,
talk about
Mhm.
if a woman have a lot of kids and if she not that attractive and if she's fat and all of this stuff, they will only
Hmm.
bring up those things that he talked about.
Yep, I remember this dude. I was watching a live, and he was because it was some Kevin was doing that was funny. And he gonna go in there, tell him about yourself. And I'm looking at him like I said, nigga, I don't got low self esteem. What I need somebody to tell me about me for? Like I didn't I didn't have no issues with men or anything at the time. So I'm looking like what you like you just trying to see me in for your entertainment. Like what you got
Mm.
going on? And there was somebody who called himself wanting to talk to me, and I'm just looking at him like a man that is for me would never try to send me in somewhere so somebody could humiliate me. And that was one of the red flags that got you tossed to the side easy.
And if you notice, some of those guys were listening to other guys, but those guys in their real lifestyle, they're paying for the cooch. It
Hmm.
seemed like even Kevin Samuel was. Look how he died.
Yeah.
Rest in heaven.
Yep. And I just want to say this to any of the younger ladies out there, because I actually, and I'm gonna speak on this because I actually saw a story today that this girl was sharing on TikTok about something that recently happened to her. But any of you young ladies out there, when you see red flags, especially a man who will try to humiliate you for his benefit or to make you feel beneath him and like so he can throw it back at you and stuff, move around from that. That is nobody you want to affiliate yourself with because there's no telling how far he's willing to go to humble you.
Right.
Yeah,
Fella, same thing.
Hmm.
yeah, it's
Yeah, for
very
fellas too, because there are
tragic.
women who will do you like that.
I don't
Yeah.
But
understand that. Why?
It's because, and I'm gonna use my ex girlfriend as an example. She had so much low self esteem that she felt like she could dominate me,
hmm.
and it's like as badly as I wanted to say
Oh
something
my
back
god.
to her, I let it slide. But there's only so much I can let slide. Like I
Hmm.
remember one time she tried to flex by buying me a PS5, and I discreetly told her that I don't need that to be happy. I don't need all the gifts because she would keep buying me gift after gift after gift. And I would tell her, I do not need all these gifts to be happy. I appreciate them, but you don't have
Yeah.
to keep buying me gifts. I don't need that to be happy. I don't care about materialistic things like that. I really don't.
Hmm.
And when you give, you're supposed to genuinely give. Like if I'm giving
Genuinely
somebody
give.
something, I be forgetting that I even got somebody something because I'll see it or I just want you to have it and I just
Hmm.
freely give it to you. I'm not giving it for a motive to throw it back at you or feel like I got
Right.
one up on you. Like that don't matter.
And
If
some people
God
do
bless
that.
me to bless you, then that's what matters the most.
And that's
Right.
why I feel like our morals have to align,
Right.
because
Mhm.
if you value materialistic things and I don't, you're gonna try to feed me materials thinking that I should appreciate it, but that's not where I hold the value in.
Yeah.
Right. Because when I found out that it wasn't genuine anymore, and it was right after she tried to buy that PS5, she
Ooh.
got she got scammed, but luckily she was able to get her money back.
That's
I'm gonna
awesome.
fast forward to the day we broke up. She tallied up everything she spent and told me I had to pay her back, which I did.
We was
Which I
trying to
did.
get something out of you for sure.
Yeah, I did pay. I did pay her back, so nobody can say I didn't pay her back. I did,
Hmm.
just so A, she won't hold that against my head. B, I don't have to deal. I don't have to deal with her family, even though her family is like really nice, really cool, especially her mom. Like I do, I really did want a good relationship with her mom.
Hmm.
And let's see, what was he? Oh yeah, so she can shut the hell up and get the hell away.
Hmm.
I'm sorry.
Let me
Like
ask you this though, because with me in my last relationship, my ex had got me a necklace, not this one, but it was like a small necklace. It was like $800, but it was small. And so when we had broke up, I was trying to give like anything he gave me, I was giving it back. So did you keep the stuff that she gave you?
yeah,
I would have too.
You know, some people don't. I only did it for purposes of I don't want nothing of yours, like no energy of yours or nothing that reminds me of you. So that was
This
why
ain't
I
hers
did it.
no more. This mine.
That was
right.
my
Like
thinking. But what's funny,
I'm this
y'all,
way.
I thought I gave him that necklace. Why I ended up finding it and my daughter had it. And she was wearing it. And I said, oh no, baby, give me this. And she was like, I like it though. And I said, oh no, it's gotta go in the trash,
Oh
baby.
my god, but
Trash.
And
You
this was
tripping. At
recently
least
too,
pawn
y'all.
it.
oh my god, but
Nah,
yeah,
I just wanted to get rid of it.
yeah, I did keep a lot of things that she gave me. Like for instance, like she knows that I'm a huge Sonic the Hedgehog fan. That is my
Hmm.
all-time favorite video game. You give me anything Sonic, I'm keeping it. You ain't getting that back. I don't care if you ask for it. But I grew up this way. If you don't ask for it back, I'm keeping it.
And nothing's wrong with
And
that.
my thing is, I grew up with, you don't ask for what you give people back. You don't do that.
Indian giver, that's they used to
Hmm.
say. Yeah.
And then you don't. If I got you that, that's yours now. Like that ain't got nothing to do with me once we over with. Now, if I get you a
That.
car, get
Nah,
my
baby, I'm
stuff.
keeping that. No,
I wish the hell I
no.
would.
You
I
buy me a
wish the
house?
hell I would. If
No.
we
But
not,
knowing me,
if I
I
buy you
probably
a
would
car,
be
we
like,
not
here, get
married.
these.
Ooh,
Oh, y'all got to make me think of something because I had this conversation with my grandmother, might have been last year. So, if y'all two are married,
mm-hmm.
do
Hmm.
y'all feel like y'all should have a joint account and that's it? Or do y'all feel like it's okay to have a joint account, but y'all two need your own separate stuff?
I want that.
I agree with the
Yeah, I
second one.
want the second
Me
one.
too. The joint account for bills and anything emergencies, anything like that. But then I would
Right.
like my own separate account because I'm one of them people who feel like relationships. I want to be my individual self. You be your individual self, but we actually come together as well
And
as
create
one.
something. Mhm.
Right. But I still have my own identity and you have yours. I don't want to get lost in you. I still want to be me and you
That's
be
why to
you.
me it's tricky with that. I want a man. Like that's why
Mhm.
I'm just like kind of hold your horses with that for me. So I don't. That's why I don't
Mhm.
say that, and that's not what I want. But I do understand when you had said it. But that was
Mhm.
one of the reasons why you won't hear me say it because of certain situations like that. And then back to the whole account thing, I've heard, and I'm sure y'all have heard this, where people had them joint accounts and one of the persons effed that
Mhm.
money up.
Mhm.
Yep,
I
I
know
Or
have heard
somebody
about
who
they'll
that.
it just
break up
happened
and
to,
they'll
and they're
empty the
divorced now.
account.
Yeah. This one guy, you know him, they a manager. His wife, and I hate that I'm gonna tell his business, but I ain't saying his name. But his wife, she spent like, I'm just gonna throw a number. It was a big number. It was about probably about like $25,000 blowing
Huh?
that shit. Yes. And it wasn't like a one time thing. She was consistently like blowing their
Mm,
money
mm,
and making
mm.
them broke.
What she was buying?
And that's
Gucci
another
products or
reason
something
I
like
don't
why.
that?
remember what he said she was buying, but now they either divorced now or
Especially.
they're in that process of getting the divorce. And
Mhm.
She got to
they
get out
got
the
like
door.
3 or 4 kids together too. So yeah.
Yeah,
Dang.
she got to get out the door. I can't.
The
And it was
problem where
hard for
I'm
him to
having with
divorce
this
her too.
account stuff is though, from if I'm gonna be real with y'all,
Mhm.
is I don't want to work, so I want my man to just fund us. I don't want to work, like just so we need a joint account so I can have access to the money.
Right.
I feel you.
Don't get me wrong, I will work, and then like, but I don't work right now, so and I'm doing fine. So I mean, I am on disability, but still.
Right. Right.
And but and yeah, like I can't say that on her. Never mind. Sometimes you gotta watch what you say.
True. True. I remember there have been many times where I legit wanted to cuss somebody out like
Mhm.
badly and did not care about the repercussions.
Mhm.
Then I thought, what would Jesus do or say? Now, I don't
Okay,
think like that.
pause.
Now, I don't think like that all the time, but
Mhm.
recently, but like seriously, I do be having that thought in the back of my mind, like, what would Jesus say and do? So,
That's the problem for me, right? Because I feel like my thought process on what Jesus was do versus a lot of other people is completely opposite because I'm just be real. People like, well, what would God do? What would Jesus do? First of all, God would have burnt it to the ground, Sodom and Gomorrah.
mm-hmm.
Jesus would have flipped the table and put some paws on some people. Cause Jesus Shaw went in that temple and started beating people down and flipping tables over and stuff. So when people keep trying to act like God, and that's something I can't get behind. People be trying to act like Christianity is just this peaceful, and everybody is so harmonized. And I'm looking like, what book was you reading? Because the Bible got all kind of drama up in it.
For real, like Christianity ain't perfect. Like, yeah, some people like harmonize it and live their life. That's cool, but Christianity ain't perfect. Just like whatever other religion out there is probably not perfect. But I
Mm-hmm.
can't speak for any other religion because I'm Christian, been Christian my whole life, so I can
Mm-hmm.
only speak on Christian. But yeah, but we as Christians make everything complicated. Like, think about it. Why do you think so many people don't want to be Christians, don't want to be church? Because we
Mm-hmm.
as Christians are so judgmental, always want to get in everybody else's business, but not want to fix our own house.
Hypocrites.
I
We
feel
gotta
like,
stop that.
and you know what? It is crazy because people ask me, what am I? And I just say spiritual. And I remember my family members was like, what that mean? You don't believe in God no more? And I'm like, yes, I do. However, that's why I started staying spiritual because I was I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna just be real. I was ashamed of Christians because y'all be trying to act like y'all holy. Not y'all, but you know what I'm saying. A lot of them try to act like they're holier than thou, and but
As
you're
if they don't
passing.
sin and they look down on you if you
Exactly, but
Right,
sin, but
try
they'll
to
they
be
be
bigger than what
sinning.
they are.
a
Yeah,
lot
look
of
at the
them be
churches
the
now.
worst type of
Hmm.
people. Be some of the worst people in the world, and you just be looking like, how are you this nasty? But you claim to be a
And if
Christian.
you read in the Bible, you see so many different talks about judging people.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
And then it's like y'all these Bible thumpers, but you're doing the opposite of the very thing that you're
Yep.
occasionally reading every day.
And
right.
then a lot of them change the word, like the meaning of the what it says, and pull scripture out the Bible to
Fit their narrative.
manipulate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. And we just learned about that last Wednesday. It was Revelations 22 verses I want to say 12 to, I think it was 12 to 21, but we learned that stop twisting the word in your own narrative. Stop trying to make God into your uh own narrative.
Weapon.
Let God be
Hmm.
God.
Yeah. People definitely do that. And I can't respect them. That's another reason why for me
Mm-hmm.
I don't go to church like that. I rather have church within myself because I feel like I'm a walking church. I may not know everything the preacher may know, but I feel like I know a great deal of things.
Mm-hmm.
And even the
But I
people that
stopped
are
going to
preachers.
church.
Mhm.
Uh, I read my Bible at home. I have church. I
Mhm.
watch church.
Yeah.
Okay. I've been going to church my whole. I've been going to
Me
church my
I
whole
too.
life.
connect and understand more when it's me having a more intimate setting with God. I'm gonna be honest, because I feel like
Right,
God is able to reveal to me what I need to understand. Because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when you go to church, they'll, like you said, Shay, they flip it to where the
Mm-hmm.
way they want you to understand and comprehend it, and I just can't get down with that. And then
right,
I notice I'm on different levels than what they are, and it's cool. But for me, in certain situations, I don't want to go through that. It's because it can be kind of confusing at times,
Mm-hmm.
especially if I'm on a certain topic that God got me going through in the Bible.
Right. And I'm
right,
one of them people. I feel like you supposed to, just like with school. I started school before my mama ever put us actually in school. Like in fifth, third, whatever grade you start school. My mama was teaching us at home first. I started the Bible before my mama ever put us in a church. I feel like you are supposed to learn at home, and the pastor is like the teacher who
Yes.
just refreshes you on the knowledge.
Hmm. Not
right,
shape your relationship with God, but they're
Exactly.
a guide to get you closer to God in a way. But
Mhm.
people
hmm,
will look at their preachers at this high standard when they're just a human being just like you.
Yep.
right.
Even though we do know that they'll be judged more harshly than
Yeah,
us,
Hmm.
but
you sure can't
they still
manipulate the word.
humans. They still gonna
Hmm.
make mistakes.
Right. And no, like I said earlier, nobody's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yes, we do. And yes, we do make mistakes. Yes, we sin. Like we sin almost every day. Now I'm not saying purposely sin. I'm not saying go out there
Right.
purposely
It's a
sin
difference.
about it. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
just be careful. Just be careful. Repent, pray about it, because at the end of the day, and my pastor will say this all the time, she will ask our church, who is the church? We are the church, not the building that we're in, whether
Mm-hmm.
small, big, or
That
mega churches.
part.
Yep.
Ooh.
Which even I will admit this, I do not like mega churches. I
Me
Yeah.
don't
neither.
They be
Me
like.
too
either.
bossing and
I don't
saucy
mind
too much.
going to mega churches,
Hmm.
but I just don't feel the I just don't feel the word when I'm in a mega church.
It's
Like
like
I
a
like
Yep.
club.
right,
It's a pastor that I used to freaking love. He used to come and teach at my church. Often they would have him come as a guest, and then my church expanded and gave him his own church. And when I say I I liked him in the beginning of him having his own church. And then I started seeing the change. And what's crazy is one day I was gonna ask him to be my mentor, and something pulled, it was like something just yanked me back before he ever got his own church. He was speaking at our church, and something just yanked me back and was like, don't do it. And I was thinking, that's crazy. That's odd.
Mm,
What yanked me? And so I didn't. And then when he got his own church and I started seeing the change, I'm seeing him on social media with his shirt off all the time because he done decided to get in shape and stuff like that. And I'm just looking like and then he started hanging out with a lot of the mega church pastors who were
mm,
already established. And I was like, and I do not like that pastor. I don't like these because they false
change.
prophets.
Hmm.
And I
Yeah,
feel like he lost himself in he lost let me not say he lost himself. I feel like he lost God in the process. And yeah, you're preaching the word, and God will still keep you as a person, to a messenger, but that
yeah,
does not mean you're in his light anymore.
yeah.
Right.
It's plenty of times God used people who aren't good people to get
Mhm.
His people in line.
Yep.
Yeah. I one time I was in Miami walking down South Beach, and a random guy walked up to me. He was like, "Sir, I can tell that you believe in God." Now, instantly, I thought he was gonna either
Mhm.
I thought he was either gonna ask me for money or try to scam me,
It was an
basically.
okie
So
dokie for
I
Mhm.
sort of ignored him and kind of walked away. And he was like, "Hey, man, I can just tell by looking at you. You don't care about money. You don't care about materialistic things. You're a God fearing man. Man, you're somebody that really does care." And I'm
Mhm.
like, "Thanks, man. That is me." And from then I can tell that was God just reminding me, you are a person that cares. You are a person that thrives and can like get through any tough situation that is put in front of you. Long
Mhm.
as you walk with me.
Yep. You
But
know,
yeah, that
you
was
just
a good experience.
Yeah. I have a similar kind of experience, but it wasn't a stranger. Well, technically she was a stranger because I just met her, but she wasn't like a random person. I was a lot younger. I was in my 20s, and I was going to this place. I'm gonna say the name, actually, called Camp Craig Allen. And it's for people like me in wheelchairs. But we went actually camping like in the woods. We had to drive hours away to get to this place called
Hmm.
Anna, Texas. And that was the first time. Well, no, it wasn't the first time I got in the pool, but they put me in the pool there, and she was showing me different things about myself. Like, did you know that you can feel? Because I'm paralyzed. So she was like, did you know that when you're in the water, you can feel your body again? That you can actually move your legs and stuff on your own again because it's zero gravity. And so they was teaching me this stuff. And I remember we went back to the cabin, well, my cabin, and she was in there, and she was like, can I say something to you? Can I compliment you? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, well, before I say it, let me make sure first. And she was like, are you a believer? And I'm like, a believer in what? And she was like, in God, in Christ. And I said, yes. And she was like, okay, what I wanted to say to you was, I see God all over you. She was like, it just glows through you. And when I feel myself falling off track, I think back to that, and I hope that people see, like, instead of me having to tell you that I'm a believer, I hope that you can see that I'm a believer without me ever even having
Mm,
to open my mouth.
wow, that's what's
Hmm.
up. But let me switch back gears on what we was talking about. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I asked y'all this already, but have y'all ever been led on by
I
By
someone?
a person.
Yeah, that you was either dating or just talking to? that
Have
you
I ever
liked?
been? Oh yeah, I've been let on plenty of times.
What happened?
Yeah.
Basically, they just wanted to use me to pay for stuff, and somehow, some way, I always catch it late. Always catch it late, and then when I stop paying for stuff, they reel me back in because, like I said yesterday, very emotional guy, very passionate guy, very like lovey dovey guy, very like lovey dovey guy. They use my weakness to get what they want, basically. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I've been let on plenty of times.
Yeah. I actually feel like I've been on both sides of that, but it wasn't okay. It's funny because I was talking to you about the one guy where I felt like he just kept not aligning and stuff, and my car was breaking down and all of that. I remember he had told me when I was just like, I think we just should just take a break or whatever I said to him. And he was like, okay. Oh no. I told him I felt like we was gonna miss out on each other because it just seemed like nothing was falling in place. And I remember he got so mad and he was just like, okay, whatever. Um, well, hopefully you don't lead the next guy on. And I that paused me because I'm looking at him like I actually freaking really like you, and
So he was guilt tripping you?
no, he actually believed that I was leading him on. 'Cause remember, I told you it took me like 9 months to get my car fixed. You ain't never met me in person. You don't know me, so all you know is what I'm saying to you. For all you know, I'm a catfish. So
Oh boy, I got
I can
stories on
see
that.
how he felt like I was leading him on because every time you try to meet with me, I'm making an excuse. For me, it's circumstances. But like
Mm-hmm.
I said, you don't know me. So all you know is what I'm telling you. And after a while, after so long, you gonna start looking like, man, I don't know if I believe this what she's saying no more. Cause I ain't gonna lie. I remember telling my mama at one point, I don't know why this dude's still around. I said, because if I was in his shoes, I would have been walked away. Because
Mm.
I would have looked at me like, man, nah, you making excuses. You really don't want to meet me for real. And this was ever before he even told me I was leading him on that I had this thought process. And I kept thinking any minute now he gonna say, I'm sick of this and leave. So I saw it coming before it came. And he tried. He did. So I can say I felt like I could see how he thought I was leading him on. And then where I felt like I was led on before, it was girl, I was young. And I'm not gonna lie, I was holding on to every word this man was saying. And he was like 2 years older than me too. And you know, when you like 18, 19, 2 years, there's a gap because
Mm-hmm.
we kids, we young. So with him, he was saying all the right stuff. You're saying everything I want to hear. And you like even me knowing him before we even started talking, he was always very mature and a very like solid type of dude, seemingly. So then when you're telling me all this, then you whispering all these sweet nothings in my ear, that's what I like to call it. And I'm holding on to these words. And then when you done, you just like, oh, I don't think we should talk anymore. Because at the time I was going through something, my granny was on hospice and she had just passed away. And so you're coming at me, you going I'm not gonna lie, he was going through something at the same time I was too. But you're instead of you being like he was being there for me in some ways, but then you also being an a-hole to me.
Right.
So and then I'm the type of person I end up becoming an a-hole back because I ain't gonna lie, I took it for a long time. I'm taking, and then I finally started being one back to him, and I just started treating him like he was treating me, and I'm not gonna lie, I even spit some of his words back at him like venom. And then that's when I started realizing he can dish it and it's okay for him to do it to me. But when I do it to him, it's a problem. And I did learn that was one of the first men I ever really talked to on that type of level,
Mm-hmm.
where it was like we moving into adulthood and trying to like actually date. And so I took a lot of lessons from that. Like if your actions not matching your words, Shay, move around.
Now
Even
you
if
know the
they,
warning signs.
yep, and even knowing what nice nasty looks like in a man, because I see a lot of women who can be nice nasty. I never saw a man really actually do that. So for me, it kind of came off like hot and cold. Like one minute you reeling me in, the next minute it's like you spitting fire at me. And I didn't know how to take that at the time. I didn't know how to deal with it. So my sh- I'm holding on to you. Like, wait, no, don't go. Like I'm taking this. And the me, boy, when I say when it was finally over, I looked back at it and I ain't gonna lie. I wrote him a long message. Like I will never beg a man. Like I don't know who body I stepped into, but that's not me. Like I'm not saying you're a terrible person because you're really not. You're really a good dude with some nasty ways. And I know you was going through a lot, so I'm gonna give you a pass. I'll never
He
give
just
you a
wasn't the
pass.
man for you.
You wasn't the man for me. And he married now. And he been married for a while.
And just
Um,
imagine if you stayed in the way,
mm-hmm.
it wouldn't have been
Yep.
good for neither
Because
one of y'all.
I do believe that sometimes it don't work because and it not may not necessarily be for you. Like, oh, this person, he needed to find his person too.
Mm.
That's true. I can't really too much say that I led somebody on
Mm-hmm.
because if I did, it would have had to definitely been when I was a lot younger, like early 20s. Because I really wasn't dating, I was talking to people. But you know how when you talk to people, kind of right off the rip, you be knowing like, okay, I don't see myself doing anything with them.
Right.
But I kept
Right.
talking to them, and then when I finally got just tired of talking to them, I just stopped talking to them. I don't give them no explanation. So in a sense, I kind of did lead them on. But
He was a dog.
when you was young, you date or just talk to people just to see.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't make no expectations of them. We was just talking. They just
Yeah.
really vibe with me. But I just knew like this is not what I want. And as
Yeah.
far as me getting led on, I feel like it actually, you talking about I was a dog. I don't know if it's my karma, but it happens to me a lot now. And I hate it. I hate it with a passion
Yeah.
because I'm just like, ooh, just be real with me. Cause like
Mm-hmm.
even with my ex, like I felt like they already kind of knew what it was. And I think they even like made a bet because they didn't think that he could get me.
Mm.
Yes.
I can see that. Me
Yeah.
knowing them, especially the fact I knew him before you and been around and stuff, I can see that.
Mhm.
He tricked me too, girl, and I was just a friend.
Girl, he tricked everybody. But I do feel like in a sense he led me on, but I also feel like I led him on because I started to see the signs too, but I was just holding
Mhm.
on, wanted to work. And then
Mhm.
when it did finally end, and all I could always think about was, the whole story of the Pharaoh and God making his heart harden.
Mhm.
And I want to say I had even prayed to God. I said, God, basically reveal to me their true intentions. If they are not for me, I don't care what you have to do, God. Make it to where we remove this person out of my life. And
Yeah.
stuff just started trickling down. And it's like, be careful what you pray for because you better
Mhm.
be ready for it when God grant that wish.
Mhm.
But I feel like it happened so freaking fast. But I had already mentally left the relationship. I was already gone
Yep.
mentally, but it was
Mhm.
still tugging at my heart. So then when it finally ended and I kicked them out of my house and they was finna get ready to leave, why I end up acting a fool like a little kid? I
Throwing
literally
a
was hanging.
tantrum.
I was hanging on his door. Like, no, you know, I'm finna leave. And he was like, man, move your arms so I can roll the window down. Well, why the hell you had the window down in the first place? But I did all that. Then when he finally like was driving, bagging back or whatever, I go into my walkway of my house and I sit down on the floor like this, just mad. And I'm just thinking, even while I was doing and feeling all of these in my mind, I
Mhm.
was just talking crazy to myself. I said, girl, why the hell you do that? Let that man leave. It could have been God telling me
Mhm.
this, but I just kept hearing like, let that man leave. He is not for you. Leave him alone. Let him go. Let
Yeah.
him go. But I
It
was
be
so
hard
embarrassed at
sometimes.
that, like that
Yeah.
I didn't want to let him go.
Yeah.
And it just brought up from my past that I was dealing with of my attachment issues because I had abandonment issues.
Mhm.
And I already don't get close to a lot of people. I don't. I really don't. So when I do connect with somebody and I get close to you, I take it to the max, probably more than
Mhm.
anybody. So when stuff don't work out, it really, really hurts me to the core. Even if I didn't talk to that person that long, you had some type of bond with me that I
Yep.
took seriously.
That's how I am. When I like, I know how to keep. Well, back in the day, I didn't know how to
Hmm.
keep people on the surface level and then get bond with real people. Like it's levels to it.
It is.
Back in the day, I was now this my friend. Like I get cause I was a good hearted person. I'm still a good hearted person. I said it was like I was past tense. But and my mama used to tell me all the time, everybody ain't you. Everybody don't mean you well. Just because you mean well don't mean they mean well. And
Right.
then I also had like this complex, like my mom used to tell me, you can't save everybody.
Yeah.
You always trying to save
Everybody's
someone.
thoughts and
Hmm.
personalities and way they communicate and perceive
Mm-hmm.
things, it is not the same as you. And you
Yep.
have to be okay with that and be able to move forward and
Yep.
don't get your emotions involved. So it's very much so a lesson, a teaching moment for
Mm-hmm.
you. Because you said your mama told you that. I would tell myself that like everybody is not you.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I
it
had to tell
definitely
myself
is a
that too.
struggle when you have a big heart. Like
Yep.
you have to cater to it, but also be
Mm-hmm.
realistic with your heart.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think some of it did. Well, I know some of it stemmed up from my childhood, me not having a father and stuff like that.
Hmm.
I was not healed. I was not healed. It took me a long time to heal from that.
And we're
And
always healing. It just to change into a
mhm,
different form and get
Right.
yep,
thrown back at you. We go through the
yep,
same stuff really over and over again.
true. And then and what's crazy is my ex. w- He is what showed me I got some more work to do because they say a woman either ends up dating her father or she runs from her father. And I should have
Mm,
been running and I ended up dating mine. And I remember going through all the stuff with him, and I was just getting tired. And then I remember one day it clicked in my head. He acts like your daddy. He reminds you the mannerisms, the way he talked to you, the way he is. That's your dad. That's unhealing. And so that was a mirror to me for it to show me you keep saying you healed, but you're
it
not.
was
You
your
got work to
deepest,
do.
darkest secrets that you was hiding.
Mm-hmm. Yep. To myself though.
Yeah.
And so
It was you
I
protecting
kicked that
yourself,
man
but it
onto the
wasn't
curb.
healthy.
Right. Kicked him to the curb. And then I went through the emotions, not of him, because let's just be real. I was over that before it even happened. I should have never been with him in the first place. And I knew that though. But me listening to my friends and cause everybody, you don't never give nobody a chance because I'm real picky about like
The
because I
devil
know
will
who
use
I
people
am
closest
and
to
I know
you.
how I'ma be, right? And so everybody, you don't never give nobody a chance because I feel like you energy. We own each other. Like, no, I don't want to harbor ill energy in me or with me and stuff. So I'm really picky about now, especially when I wasn't so picky when I was younger. I'm really
Hmm.
pickier now and selective about who I'm letting in because I know me. I know my heart. So, man, when I say I let that man loose and I didn't cry about him. I cried at realizing how unhealed I was
Yeah.
and realizing how much work I had to do. And it's why I stayed single for so long, because I'm like, I gotta get through that. And I'm the type of person, especially in my mature years, I do not want to bring anything into a new relationship and have you trying to heal stuff that don't belong to you. You didn't even break.
That's why for me now, going on my healing journey, anybody that I talk to, I can't be mad at you for allowing myself to go through something with you when I should have learned by now some things. I mean, now
Mm-hmm.
at this point, I'm just looking at you like, damn, I should have saw the red flags. But the more I get older, I'm just like, I can't even, why even put energy and be mad at you? That's not
Mm-hmm.
going to get me nowhere. I either
Mm-hmm.
can look at it as a lesson and move forward or dwell on it. And I don't want to dwell on it. So
Yep.
I'm going to look at it as a lesson and hope and pray to myself that I don't keep making that same mistake that I did with the person after, well, before.
Yep.
But it was something else I had wanted to ask y'all. Oh, I forgot. What was it? I don't know what that was, but I got something else now.
Mm-hmm.
How many times? Because we had this with Chris. I'm gonna ask y'all. How many times would y'all be willing to get married before y'all say, "I ain't doing this no more"?
Mm-hmm.
I
I'm one
wouldn't.
and done.
No, I can't say I'm one and done.
Me either. Cause it's
I just
always
don't believe in divorce. That's why.
I do.
So that's why I don't play about that, and I'm not just gonna just marry somebody.
I don't
right,
believe in, yeah, I don't believe in just marrying anybody, but I also don't believe in suffering and staying in something and being unhappy.
right.
I can see that because relationships can change. I just pray
Mm-hmm.
that whoever I do marry, it don't go that way. Like we
Yep.
actually
I
are
pray
able
we
to
Never
work
grow
it out.
did.
together.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. You, Callias?
Uh, I'm kind of I agree with both of y'all because I'm kind of the same way. Like I don't think there should be a limit to marriage, but at the same time, I'm one that doesn't really believe in divorce because I want
Mm-hmm.
to be that person for the rest of my life,
Mm-hmm.
and however long I got on this earth. That's the person I want to be with.
Yep. I'm one of them people. I feel like marriage is a big deal. Like when I say I believe in divorce, don't get me wrong, I don't take it lightly at all. I believe in fighting for it and all of that. But I just don't believe in sitting there because I've
Settling.
seen settling and suffering forever because I refuse to divorce you when it's not working, and we probably was never even meant to be together. You was probably another lesson that I let go on too long.
Well, you saying that you got me thinking. Do you believe that you have multiple lovers in this lifetime?
Mm-mm.
Nah,
Well, no, I believe you have lessons in the soulmate.
like out
They
of
try to say that you
all,
have multiple soulmates, but I don't know. I just don't believe it.
Me
I
neither.
out of all of my relationships, I can only say I've been in love twice.
I don't think I ever been in
I
love.
don't. I haven't either.
Because I feel like if I was in love and if they was in love, we'll still be together.
Right,
But being in
That's
love
not
with
how I'm
somebody
looking at
don't
it.
mean that you gotta be with somebody and it that is
Mm-hmm.
that's the person you're supposed to be with though. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword with that one.
Yeah.
right.
But I know for a fact I ain't never been in love. Hell, I ain't never even told a man I love him.
Wow.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
that's good
One of
though.
them told me though, and I didn't
You
know
didn't say
what to
nothing back.
say. I said, "Oh, that's nice," and then
I
I
would have
turned
been
the
like,
TV on.
I would have left you alone. Because at
Me,
this
me
point,
You
it's
too.
should
like,
have.
like, girl, I'm over here pouring my heart out to you low key, and you just brush me off like that. That's what messed
I
Right.
them
didn't know
up,
what to
though.
say,
When y'all not on the
especially.
same accord.
Hmm.
Ooh.
And then I felt like he was rushing stuff. Like, I don't care what nobody said. I don't think that man was in love with me. I
Hmm.
think you just wanted to
What
rush
if they
me.
just had love for you?
I think that was it. I
Like
think he had
nothing's
love
wrong
for
with
me.
that.
I had love for him. Like, I had known him for a
Well, why
long
you didn't tell
time
him that you got love for him when he said he
because
loved
I
you?
knew exactly what he meant. And then he was one of them type of people who like to misconstrue your
Mm.
words and manipulate you
So he
and
was gonna
say,
run with it.
hmm and I wasn't gonna give him the opportunity to do that, to like that. And he would tell me, "You said this," and I never. He was a narcissist. When I looked up what narcissist actually was, because so many people use that word so loosely now. But when I looked it up, when I say textbook narcissist,
Mm.
I had never met a, well, besides my daddy, I ain't never, boy, when I, that's the one I said remind me of my daddy. And
Ooh wee. Yeah,
narcissist.
run, girl, run.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the
Ooh.
crazy part is, everything that they said how to defeat a narcissist, I was naturally doing. And I remember one day telling him, because he had said something to try to tear me down. I do not remember what it was. I remember one time he did tell me he was the prize. And I said something to hurt his feelings. And I don't remember what it was, but I remember I did hurt his feelings with what I said back to him. Because how dare you? And then he would just say little mean things with no, like, nobody was
Explanation.
saying, no explanation and no motive. Like, nobody's doing anything to you. We're watching TV, and you'll just say something out the blue, and you just looking like, what? Where that come from? What are you even talking about? Like, we was just sitting here chilling. What are you
That's a
like?
turn
Why?
off.
Hmm.
Yeah, that is.
Yep.
Cause it's like, oh, you easily triggered by random stuff that don't nobody know about but you.
You're making things a problem. You're trying to trigger. You're trying to antagonize. I remember one time he got mad at me in my own house and was like, "You being too loud."
Oh,
And I'm looking like, in my own house,
no, you
like,
didn't, homeboy. You don't run nothing. You ain't paying no bills. This ain't not your
right.
house.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, that relationship, that's the one. Remember the other day when I was like, when you said what was the worst thing somebody ever did to you? Well, a man ever did to you, and I said he tried to choke me. That was
Mm.
him.
Mm-mm.
Oh wow.
I'm glad he gone.
Mhm.
I think
It
the
did.
worst thing that a man ever did to me was push me, and that was my ex. But I had punched and pushed him first, and I don't even believe in putting my hands on people. But
Mhm.
I don't know what it was. That boy knew how to trigger me, and I allowed
Yeah.
it.
He must have been from the hood.
Oh
Mm-mm.
no, far from it.
Mhm. I thought that was a person standing behind you.
Huh?
Elias.
Mhm.
Oh, you talk about my shooting poster?
Mhm. Yeah. I was gonna say, oh Lord, we finna witness some danger.
We know Kalia's answer, but I'm gonna ask y'all anyways. Is it any ex that y'all know my answer is no, but we know Kalia's is yes. So Shay, I guess it's really for you. Would you get back with any of your exes or anybody you used to talk to? Would you? Is it a specific person you would not mind coming back
Yeah, I
around?
think you asked that earlier, and I told you, yeah, just that one person that it just didn't seem like it was ever aligning right. Um, the one I said who I can see how he felt like I led him on.
Yeah,
Him, he the only one. It never ended up turning into a relationship, but he is the only one I would give that chance to.
yeah. I think because mine is a no. I feel like another reason why it's no because you sometimes let people back into your life or you give it multiple chances, they come back worse.
Hmm. I
And
think
then
about that too, but the way he was, that's what make me give him, like, especially when I know I wasn't on my A game, and it's like I wasn't all the way together. I shouldn't have, once I got my circumstances hit, I shouldn't have been trying to date. I
Yeah,
should have put my dating life on hold.
yeah.
So because
Right.
I know I wasn't on my A game and I dropped the
You
ball
wasn't
too.
capable to give him the full
Mm-hmm.
you.
Yep.
Wow. Would y'all talk to somebody and be their side chick?
Mm-mm.
Hell
And that's a
nah.
quick no.
Either
A
I'm the man
side
nigga
dude?
or I ain't nothing.
Girl, I had a dude try to tell me in the past I was his side, and I cussed him out from head to toe and all the way back around the world. I said, "Don't you ever demean me like that. Have you lost your mind, nigga? I don't want you."
What if you're not dating them? And technically, because my mom spoke about this, like how our generation don't really date. We just jump
Mm-hmm.
into relationships. What about
Popcorn.
just talking to multiple people at the same time and you're one of them or you doing them like that? Would y'all be
Yep.
down
If
for that?
I've
Uh,
done it. If we're just talking and we're
me
dating, we're not
too.
established into nothing. Yeah, I think that's what dating is supposed to be. I'm trying to see if I like you.
Mhm.
Right. I done it too, mainly because my homeboys, they've been doing this. They did it in high school.
Hmm.
But it's like, uh, I'm not really doing it to be malicious or anything. I'm just doing it to like
Right.
weigh my options and see.
To
But that's
me,
the tricky part. You
for
don't
me,
know if a person is being malicious or not. Because it's,
yeah.
it's
So,
okay to have your
hmm
options open. Like
but
nobody
be
can force
honest
you.
about
Yeah,
it.
nobody can force you to be into anything.
Hmm. For me, that's me. I'm straightforward. I'm very honest, and I'm gonna let you know. You are not the. I had actually did a dude like that before, and he said you ran me down like a pimp because I asked him because we were spending a lot of time together and stuff like that, and talking a lot every day, hours on the phone and stuff. And I remember asking him, I said, "You not giving me no clarification or nothing like that because you're not saying anything. So I'm gonna ask you." And he was like, "What's up?" I said, "Are we talking to talk? Or are we talking to try to date eventually or something?" And he was like, "I mean, I don't know. I feel like we can just go with the flow and we'll see."
And
And
that's
I said,
tricky. I think
It ain't tricky."
both of y'all putting each other in a weird situation though. Sometimes doing it, not y'all, but I'm just saying in general.
Right.
We grown. We got to get an understanding because I can't stand people who you talking to and then you entertaining another person and then they find out now they mad and it's looking like, wait a minute, we never said we was exclusive. So I'm a type of person. We're gonna get an understanding up front. You grown, I'm grown. And matter of fact, we was
But
in our
see, that's
thirties
the
at the
thing.
time.
People don't do that. So for me, I would get upset, and I've just never been a woman to be okay with talking to a person and they talking to multiple people. But as I
Mhm.
get older, I do understand it. It's just to me, it's some adjusting has to be done. But it's
Mhm.
so many different times where people don't tell you. So that's gonna piss me off because don't make me or have me giving my all and being genuine with you, and you over here probably doing the same thing with all these other people. How do I
Right.
know what we got going on is sincere?
Mhm.
So I'm gonna be questioning all of that, especially if you didn't tell
And
me.
that's where I feel like it comes in where you gotta watch their actions and their words and make sure they align together. Cause if they moving funny and stuff like that, and you thinking, oh, he's not talking to multiple people, but you can't get in touch with him multiple times or that, like, you know what I'm saying? Then you kind of
Hmm.
know you gotta pay attention
You
to
only
them
can
red
talk to them
flags.
until 4 o'clock, and then after 4 o'clock,
Right?
they know
They done disappeared, Houdini, and you looking like,
this nigga got a whole family on the side.
Right.
mm-hmm. You can't talk to me during your work hours, but you work a regular job where you can have your cell phone with
Hmm.
you. No, no. But I definitely have been in that situation. Like, yeah, while I was saying when I told old boy, what are we doing here? Are we And I asked that part too. Are we talking to be friends? We talking to eventually date? Like what are we
Hmm.
doing?
And when
And
have you noticed when people do that, sometimes they don't know how to answer that?
mm-hmm. Because
Right.
I feel like they feel like, oh, you want something from me. You want just me. And it's not that. I want an understanding.
Yeah,
Am I
and they'll put it
supposed to
on
be
you
just
to answer.
exactly? Yep. And I did do that because when he was like, I don't know, and it's funny because the earlier we was having a conversation, and we said something about a dictatorship and something on the lines of that. And I remember when he was like, I don't know, I think just go with the flow, and I don't know, we just gonna have to see. And he said, I don't know, one more time, and I cut that sentence off and said, okay, since you don't know, I'm gonna tell you. Now we're in a dictatorship. And he was like, wait, what? And I said, I'm the dictator and these are the rules. You're going to do your thing and you're going to talk to whoever you want to talk to. I said, and we're going to keep talking because I like you. But just know you will not be the only one. I'm also going to talk to whoever I want to talk to. And when you figure it out, then you come to me and tell me what it's going to be. Since you don't know how to lead, I'm going to lead you. And
Mm.
he was like, wait a minute.
He didn't know how to. He didn't know what to say
Uh,
after that. But that's smart of you because that happens so many different times. But at least you're being upfront. I know numerous of people they don't, and for me, I found out way later. Like
mm-hmm.
it's been times where, cause for me, when I'm talking to somebody, I command your whole attention. Not purposely, but that's just how my personality is. And a lot of
Yeah.
times that's how they click with me in general. Like you giving it to me, it's not like I'm just
Mm-hmm.
asking for it all the time. Like you're giving it to me. And you can say no at any time. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? So you giving me all this time. I'm like, how the hell you fitting all these other people or these other chicks in?
Mm-hmm.
Like that'd be crazy.
Yep. And the guys that me and him never ended up actually dating. We are super good friends now though. But I agree with you with that, like how you fitting all these other people in and stuff. I've seen that before. And I don't baby, I don't entertain like with that situation, how I was like, okay, you gonna talk to other people, I'm gonna talk to other people. I had time. But people, you be working a whole job, got kids, plus you acting like this your main, and then you talking to people on the side, and like I've heard plenty of people who done got cheated on, but like when
Yeah,
we always
yeah.
together, and then if we're not together, you at work. When did you have time to
That's
do
why
this?
for me, I
Right.
be pissed off when I find out on my own or they tell me later because I'm just like, damn, you have no idea. Had you told me this in the beginning, it wouldn't even be like this because I'm gonna be looking at you a whole different way, and my emotions
Mm-hmm.
aren't gonna get tied in like that because now my
Mm-hmm.
perception. That's why you shouldn't really have perception sometimes because
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking it's this way, but really you over here doing this other stuff. But I could be
Right.
wrong, but it does happen occasionally to certain people. I remember talking to this one guy, I think his nickname was Mimi. I can't remember his real name. But this dude was always freaking with me. He would come over my house. I've been over his people's house. He would hang out with me and my friends. But then it's like one day, and y'all, this is so crazy. One day, I guess whoever he was talking to along with me, this Negro had her drop him off at the gas station he had me picking him up at.
Girl.
And she was like, I guess she told him to get out because he had bags and stuff. And I'm just like, you ain't finna stay with me. But I had ended up like dropping him off at his people house. And then he came back to my house with me later. And I had to sit there and dwell on it. Even in the car, I was looking through the mirror and I was like, what's going on? Who is this lady? But then come to find out, yeah, he was talking to a lot of people and I stopped talking to
Mm-hmm.
him.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, that's weird. That's why I'm like, I can't play side chick role. That's not for me.
I don't know. Never a side chick. Like for me, if I say, okay, we're talking to multiple people, that's not the side chick. We're not in a relationship. I'm not with you. You not, and you not with
But see,
nobody
Shay,
else.
you don't know. They telling you this, but honestly,
That's
we
true.
don't
But that's
know.
with anything. You can tell me. You can tell me. Oh, it's just me and you. And then, but you been having a girlfriend all this time,
Long, yeah,
right? You're not choosing to be no side chick. So
right.
to me, it's like, okay, we're talking to multiple people. It's me trying to. And I'm when I say I'm talking to you, I'm not sleeping with you either, because I'm not one of them. I'm not finna sleep with you and then you sleeping with the next person and the next
Mhm.
person and then who? Because I believe in spirit. Well, whoever
Yeah.
you sleep with, you're
Vaginal,
bringing them back to me.
what they call it, the vaginal, your balance be all off and
Your
stuff.
pH
Right.
balance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't play them type of games. And so I feel like whoever like and not even just those, but energy. So whoever energy you're around and stuff like that, you bringing it to me. And if I let you enter my body, they are in me now too. We
Yeah.
are
So
having
you
an
carrying
exchange.
everything that they bring.
Mm-hmm. So I'm cool on that.
I just don't like for a man, even if I was a guy too, I just don't like for a man to already be, even if they talking to that person, I don't know how deep they talks are or what's
Mm-hmm.
potential for them. I just don't like that. It's just a preference for me. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
Hmm.
gonna be looking at you sideways like you don't feel full enough with this one person, why are
Right.
you even with them? And then you have people who they break up and they make up and stuff, and it's just like that's really bad to me when you're in that process, and then in the middle when y'all not talking, you go talk to somebody else and you building with them,
Right.
but
I
then
don't
when
like
that
that.
y'all get back cool, and then we didn't establish something, so I'm supposed to just move on to the side or act like nothing happened. Like to me, that
Mm-hmm.
ain't that selfish.
To
It is.
me, it is. That's very selfish. And you not caring about the other person when you do that type of stuff.
So now my feelings are hurt because I didn't got invested emotionally.
Mm-hmm. And
But
that's
it's
not
like
fair.
you
I
got
feel
the
like
best
you
of
got to be
everything.
upfront,
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
though everybody ain't.
That part. And that's another thing. And I feel like people aren't honest with that because they know if they tell you sometimes in the beginning, it's a great chance you will not have a chance with that person.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Like I had a man one time who told me. Now I will be honest. He was honest. Now he was honest after I got to know him a little bit. But I didn't. I never thought I was only talking to him because we hadn't established any of that. However, we got to the point where we was about to establish that because I started liking him, he started liking me, and we was finna go on a date.
Mhm.
The
Hmm.
man then come out his mouth and let me know I'm married, but we in an open relationship. Oh, baby, you had it.
Oh wow.
And
Wow.
That's
then
weird to me.
it was very weird. And then I got a even deeper one after this. But then you're telling me, and I'm like, first of all, no, because that means I'm a side chick. Second, and I'm willingly a side chick, you got to be out your mind. I know my value.
Mm-mm.
And
Right.
then I'm just like, and then anybody can say anything. You can tell me, oh, we're in an open relationship. My wife knows. And the man put his wife on the phone when I said, I don't even
Oh
believe
my
that.
lord.
She
Wow.
got on
Mm-mm.
and then I saw we were on FaceTime. She was beautiful. She was beautiful. And I'm just looking like, girl, why? Why y'all doing this? Girl, you can go get you a man. I started talking to her like I was trying to get a stripper to find God. You
Emotions is
can
a
get
bitch
you a
though.
man
That's
who
why.
want only you. But then apparently it was her idea to open the marriage. And I'm over here entertaining these folks and talking to them like I'm finna go through this. But I just want the tea, honey. Tell me everything going on. Y'all got 3 kids together.
Mm-mm.
Wow. And y'all want to open up the marriage? Do y'all kids meet these people? Like, what's really going on? I just
Yeah.
did not get it. And then the other one where I say it get deeper is I was talking to a different man. Really started like him, Bible thumper, cause we was reading the Bible together and stuff. Really talking, honey. Next thing I know, me and this man, same thing. Finna get ready to go on a date. I'm noticing a pattern here with these type of dudes. Finna get ready to go on a date. The day before the date, that man
Hmm.
came to me and said, I got something to tell you. I'm looking like, oh Lord.
Do I need
He
to get some wine
said,
for this one?
what you say?
I said, do I need to get some wine for this one?
You might.
Be right
Mm-hmm.
back.
I've been
Yeah.
sipping
Let me
on
know when you're
lemonade.
back. Let me know when you're back. Cause I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, wait, what?
Well,
Cause
why
I
he gone for me? I'm telling you, Shay, it's very, very tricky because this is something I gotta work on. But I'm selfish when it comes to somebody that I'm dealing with.
mm-hmm.
I ain't trying. Even if we just talking, I ain't. I don't know. I just don't
I
want to share. I feel like
used
now
to
at
be
this
that
point I'm
way.
in competition with somebody, and I'm
Right.
trying to
And
not be
I'm
in competition with nobody. It's like,
that.
oh, so I'm not enough
Mm-hmm. I used to be that way as to where like even in the talking stage, no, we this, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like
territorial.
that's a relationship. If you're
Yeah.
not talking to
And
nobody,
that's
I'm not.
wrong. That's why mentally it's not okay. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
speaking for the emotional side of you because you already
Right.
built that connection with that person. But by
Yep.
all means, no, it's not okay. It's really not.
Yep. I had to learn to check my emotions because
Yeah.
I definitely was on some I don't care. I don't care. You shouldn't be giving nobody what you giving me. And the thing is, we're just having conversation. We're
Yeah.
literally just talking. But as I got older and stuff, I started forming like, no, because that's what dating and courting is supposed to be. And I grew up in the era where courting was a thing. And the men telling you like you don't matter, you date around, you get to know people, you become
And that,
friends
yes, that
first.
is definitely fine. It
Mm-hmm.
really is.
You definitely friends before lovers.
But I
And
would
I'm
love to know
definitely
that
that.
ahead of the game because shoot, let me go on and fill my roster up too, or let me just go on and know how I want to move with you, and not
Mm-hmm.
allow my emotions to just. But that's on me, so I can't put no blame on that person
Mm-hmm.
at all.
Yes.
So
Yeah. And it I ain't gonna lie, it be hard because especially we women with emotions and stuff, which
it's
humans.
definitely hard.
Mm-hmm.
What's Chris ass on?
Kelly ask you back.
No, you said Kelly ass. It's Callias.
Kalias.
But Chris said, "Hey, he being petty
Hi,
though.
Chris.
Don't talk to his ass. He being petty."
Chris, what you being petty about?
Talking about he giving thanks to the Most High. God gonna get you.
Hey y'all, it's your boy Chris.
You gotta say 214.
Kelly asses. He get on my nerve.
He get on mine too.
I really be trying to pronounce his name too. Hey Kelly ass.
Callias.
Elias. Oh Lord, I'm gonna have to give him a nickname because I'm gonna keep butchering it. And I don't want to seem like I'm being disrespectful. Dang. How long it take to get some wine?
Girl, he over there making him a slushy slush.
I'm telling you.
He talking about call him Mr. Bill. It's past the bill. Past the peas like we used to do.
Used to do.
Hey.
Now I can't be calling him Mr. Bell like he my superior or something.
He might be close to your age than me.
I think I might be older than him.
I think you are, but I think he closer to age than with
Yeah.
you than me. But I don't know. I don't want to put numbers on him.
Chris, you changed your picture.
That's been his picture.
This been his picture. I was seeing a picture with like it was
Now it's
white.
different. That's when he on the stream, but in his regular
Oh,
YouTube
okay.
account, yeah, that's what it is.
Pies. He's singing.
But yeah, definitely, Shay, it's a lesson for me that I have to learn because my parents did that. Like when my dad went
Hmm.
out to the army, he was talking to whoever he was talking to, and my mama, she was telling me this the other day. She was like, "Yeah, I had this one dude, and then I had your daddy and stuff." So it's like I think it's a personal thing for me that I have to
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
'Cause I
I can
don't
see
think that
that.
is definitely wrong. It's just don't sit there and not tell me. Like let me know
Right.
straight up. That's my
Exactly.
only thing because then I will have a better understanding for my just for myself. But you, again,
Right.
they don't owe me that. He don't owe me that.
I
But
feel like you do.
I would like that, because if we're
If
not
I'm entertaining you and you entertaining me, I feel like you owe me at least honesty to be upfront with me, and I give you the same thing.
true, because I'm gonna be keeping it 100,
Mm-hmm. And I'm noticing a lot of people like, I keep it 100, I keep it 100, and don't even
and they
know what
don't.
that means.
Yeah.
And let's be clear. Most people, well, not most people, everybody who say we keep it 100, we keep it 80 because
We're gonna keep it 100.
if you keep it 100, you probably be done got killed by now. Somebody can't
We
take
can't
it.
get a 95,
Yeah, I say 95.
a 90,
Keep it a good
99.0.
99.9.
All right, what I miss?
She ain't said yet. I was just
Yeah,
talking
I'm waiting
to
on
make
you. You
time.
asked me to wait for you some wine.
You got a
I got
slushy?
no wine, but I got a little something,
Okay.
something.
So with this dude, like I say, it was the day before we was about to go on a date. And he was like, I got something to tell you. And I'm looking like, oh man, this don't sound like it's finna be good. Did the same thing. FaceTimed me. And I'm like, what's up? What's going on? Oh, you handsome. But wait a minute, then before I get too deep in you being handsome, what's up? Man said, I'm married. I have three wives. I have three wives and they all know about you.
What
They
the,
we
whoa. Time out. Did I hear that right?
So you feel like you
Mhm.
was just the only odd man out that didn't know?
that did not know. And they were all sitting across from him.
Oh
And they
my.
were yeah, like, yes, we've been peeping you out. We've been present for every conversation that you've had with him. And we like you and want you to be one of us.
I'm clutching my pearls. What?
And I was like,
Wow. Chris, what's
absolutely.
good? But three what? Yo.
They wanted me to be the fourth, and he was like, "If you get with us," because I was like, "No, I can't do it." And y'all some fools, and they was just like, "Well," and they started sending me YouTube videos on their story and how it all became, why
Mm.
they married him, and he was like, "Why you don't want to be one of us?" And he was like, "Well, I tell you what, I ain't did this for none of my other wives." But if you join us, you will never have to work again. I will, I will pay for you to live with us. Like I got you. And I'm just looking like,
Wow. They
Ah!
was really trying to get you in there.
yeah, it was weird to me because I'm looking like we ain't never even been for real on a date before. So why do you like me so much to this level where you're saying I don't even have to ever work again? But I
Hmm.
told him if I wanted that, it was a older white man who asked me to be his sugar baby the other day, and I told him no.
Oh
If
no,
I
ma'am.
wanted it for the
No, no,
money,
no. No, ma'am. He was white
if
too. No, ma'am.
if money was the issue, I would have went on over there. But no, thank you.
I just can't date somebody because of their money.
I
Me
can't
either.
either.
I remember one time well, she wasn't really old. She was like close to her 40s. So
Mhm.
she legit messaged me. I think it was on this dating website tag or whatever. She was like, "You want to be my? Can I be your sugar mom?" And I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" Because I didn't know what that was at the
Mhm.
time. And she's
Mhm.
like, "Well, I pay for everything. You just live with me, and you can just live with me and all that." And I'm like, I don't feel comfortable with that. She's like, "What? You don't care about money?" And I'm like, "No, I don't. I'm more of a passionate person."
Yeah.
And then
Mhm.
she kept trying to reel me in, saying, "I can be passionate. I can be all you want.
Mm-mm.
Be all you want." And she almost had me. She almost had me.
I'm gonna tell you, it
I
was
was
a dude
like,
I
I can't
mm,
do it. I can't. I
yeah.
can't.
It was one I almost had me. He was asking for a sugar baby too, but he sent the whole paragraph at once and was like, "You, we don't have to do anything. Like I don't want to do anything with you. I just want you to be a companion to me. His wife had died years before, and he was like, I'm lonely. I got money and stuff like that, but I don't have anybody to talk to or spend it with. And he was like,
Mhm.
you just tell me like what you cooked today, what did you eat for breakfast, and stuff like that. And I was like, that's, to me, that was really sad that you willing to
To
buy.
pay, yeah.
Right. And I couldn't do it. And he told me your heart is too big. And cuz I was like, I could be your friend and just check on you every now and then, and that's what made him say my heart was too big. Cuz
Right. Here's a good question. Have y'all ever been stalked by anybody before?
stalked,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I have too. And this chick lived all the way in New York.
Now mine
I feel
lived
like I
right here.
did too because I had this was last year. I gave this dude my number. We talked for
Mhm.
3 days and that was it. I went out of town. I stopped talking to him, and then when I came, well, even when I was out of town, he was like blowing my phone up. So I ended up blocking him. And then when I
Mhm.
came back into town, and I kept bumping into this man, and I was just like, this can't be no coincidence.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And then now, cause he worked in the building I work at, now it's like I see him occasionally, but it's always like from a distance, and it just seemed kind of weird. Like he sees me before I see him.
Yeah.
It's like he's just watching me, and
Weird.
I don't like that. But it seemed
Yeah.
like you could tell he's mad at me because I didn't give him no explanation. And we left off on good terms. I just wasn't feeling him. I really wasn't.
Mhm.
So
Right.
I feel like definitely he be like peeping me. But as far as
Yeah.
like stalking, I don't know about that. I feel
Yeah.
like if somebody is, I don't know because they doing a good job. It just
With
lurking.
me, it was a dude we had that I was talking to in the past. We broke up or whatever. But child, the dude, cause he was sleeping in my driveway, wouldn't leave and go
What?
home. Mm-hmm.
Ah, hell.
Um, he was doing a lot, and then he kept finding me on, like, I would delete him on social media because we was locked in at one point. I deleted him on all social media because I'm like, dude, tripping. He ain't not a good person or whatever. So I didn't want no dealings with him. We can't even be friends. You steady making fake pages, adding me,
Mm-mm.
following me on every platform. I remember I got on a dating website. Dude found me on a dating website.
That's wild. He must have hacked into something.
Like, I don't know what was going on, and I just, it had got to the point where remember I used to not eat with Callias.
What's up?
Okay. I was finna call you
You gotta
Talisi, but
sound it out.
yeah. Not you, but Angie, she know that I used to be really, really active on all my social medias. Like, I
Hmm.
used to post down there every day, several times. And when he was doing all that, I stopped. Like, I'm still not as active anymore as I was. And honestly, I knew, like, he found me on the dating website because he messaged me on that website and was like, "You and her giving my to other."
Mm.
And I'm like, bro,
Yo,
you are
wow.
crazy. Like, leave me alone. And then I think he made a fake page on that website. And I think I was talking to him, but I wasn't talking to this person consistently. And I remember they said something to me like, and it kind of raised the red flag to me. And I'm like, bro, what's your deal? And he was like, I'm tired of talking to you. Like, I'm ready. Like, we ain't exchanged numbers or nothing. I said, well, you haven't asked for my number. Like, if you wanted my number, you could have just asked. I said, we don't even talk on a consistent basis. So why would it
Mhm.
move? Why would it move further? And I said, matter of fact, I don't even think you know my real name. I gave you my nickname. You don't even know what else is in Shay. And he was like, "Oh, your name was the easy thing to find."
Oh.
And I was like, "Wait a minute, what?" And then he said that, and then he was like, I started messaging him like, hold up, who are you? What are you talking about? And stuff like that. He was like, you could just call me. Cause on the app it had a thing where y'all could just call each other if y'all didn't want to give out each other's phone number. Bro, I tried to call him, he blocked me. And then the page disappeared. And I'm like,
He has to
mm-mm.
cover up his tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
But you
So
made me
that
think back to, okay, remember I told you about Terrence, right?
mm-hmm.
And then the guy that I only talked to for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of found out that they were cool. So I was looking at him like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, he put you on to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because that
He
dude,
told me that.
because he was talking to me already as if he already knew me. So that
Mm-hmm.
was already alarming for me. So I'm just like, you don't know me like that. So why
Right.
are you talking to me as if we already been spoken stuff?
And being cool. Yeah.
And even like his way of approaching me from the get go, it came off like some type of motive.
Right.
And he came out of nowhere. Like I had never seen that dude. And he was like, I see you all the time. And I was like, hmm? He
Mm-hmm.
was like, yeah, you be having your hair all different types of ways. And I'm just like, huh? You watching me like
Mm-hmm.
that?
Yep. I remember that.
Good night, cousin.
Good night. And I know I told you about that one dude who we never met in person or nothing like that. And we really didn't even fall off. It didn't seem like it was gonna be compatible. So I'm looking like, oh, he can probably be my friend, but we won't date, right? And but for some reason he had a tendency of calling me like I didn't like that. When I give you a boundary, don't cross it. Why are you calling me at 6 o'clock in the morning and I don't gotta be up? Like I said earlier, I don't got no job. I'm on disability. Even when I had a job, my hours were from 11 to 7. I didn't have to be up there early. So why are you calling me at 6 o'clock in the morning? And
Yeah.
then you would never call me at normal hours. And I'm like, I think he got a girlfriend or something because why are you calling me at odd
Like you
hours?
sneaking around.
Right. That's weird. And then
That
I
is.
remember I just got tired of him and I blocked him. And then he found me on every platform. I told you about this and would but he wouldn't message me. He would try to call me because he never had my number. So he would try to find me on the platform and then try to call me off of that platform. And
Mm-mm, that's
so I
creepy.
it was, and I'm a very private person, and so I remember I finally was like, "Mama, I'm scared." I called my mama.
Hey, Devon Deadly. I hope all is well with you, buddy.
Hey, Devon,
What's up,
and
man?
so I called my mama and was like, "This dude is weird. I like we didn't even talk long at all. We never met in person or
Hmm.
anything. I don't even know how he found any of my social medias or
Dang,
any
is
of
he a
that.
hacker or something? Cause that's kind of
Girl, I
fishy.
don't know."
Gotta be.
He could have
But
been all in your text messages and stuff. You know how they be copying your phone into another phone.
hmm but he didn't have my number or anything like that either. But he
That don't mean
found
nothing.
me.
If your
That's
phone number
true.
is connected to any type of social media, they could
That's
find
true.
you if they want to.
Baby, he sure found me on them. He first found me on Instagram and kept trying to call. Like he was blowing my phone up. And I had to block him because I'm looking like, what is wrong with this dude? And my
Hmm.
thing is, he wasn't bad looking at all. He was handsome. He was like 6'3", and he was brown skin, like nice looking dude. But crazy as heck. I said, yeah, I'm gonna have to give me somebody a little bit kind of ugly because they don't seem to be as crazy as the good the fine ones.
So let me ask both of y'all this: would y'all
Mhm.
date long distance and like like online with somebody like long distance? Would y'all be
Oh,
down for that?
hell no. I did
Oh,
that in
you
the
feeling
past.
strongly
I'm
about
never
that?
doing that again.
Hmm.
Hell no.
Hmm.
What happened?
Uh, it was more so me because I'm more of an in person type of guy.
You
So
want to
it
touch
was
and
like the
feel?
whole long distance thing just wasn't for me.
Hmm. I honestly don't know. I think it depends on them, and then you, if he got enough money to be able to travel and he's serious and stuff, maybe. I
Well,
can
if
say
you
I
do, how
kind of did
long
it
does it have
before.
to take? Say y'all just talking stage. How long does it have to take for you to link up
I
with
don't
him?
know.
It
Well,
depends on how
cause
the relationship go. Well,
right,
the
and like
talking.
I say, I kind of did it in the past, and this was really really younger me. When I kind of did it, but I had knew him in person already. We had went to high
Mm.
school together, so I had
Oh.
already knew you well, he was older than me, so 3 years before. And so then when we got back in touch, he was in the military and he was overseas. So it was long distance because of that, but I know you're coming back.
Hmm. I don't know for me because I've never done it. So
Hmm.
I don't know, and it really has to be communication and trust there.
Right.
You
Right.
got to be very transparent with one another. So I don't
Hmm.
know. I've never been in that situation before, so I can't too much speak on it. But I was
Yeah.
curious for y'all.
Yeah.
You want to know something funny? And it's completely kind of off subject. But when we be talking about these, like our experiences and stuff like that on these lives and stuff, I be laughing because remember I said I was a really private person. So majority of my friends don't know anything about my dating life or anything like that. They
Hmm.
know the basics, like how many sexual partners I have and stuff like that. And
The
it's
little
not
that
a
you
lot
do
at
tell
all.
them.
Huh?
The little that you do tell them.
Right. And so I remember we was playing a little game. It was like a TikTok trend that was going around, and it was asking like in your friend group, who is the one who would probably most likely get played? But nobody ever seen me in a relationship or nothing like that, so they kind of was looking like, and then pointed to me, and I busted out laughing because I was like, y'all just don't know. And I remember I told a friend, one of the people that I tell everything to about this, and she was like, they didn't see how you ran that other dude. And because I'm really, really strict and a tough person. And so that's why I say it really takes a person who can come get me. And but if you a weaker type of person, it will never work because one, I will never respect you, and I'm probably gonna treat you like I don't respect you, and
Right.
that's why I get away from people because I don't like that. I don't like treating people mean or anything like that. I don't like talking to people mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like being mean to
That's why
people
I
or
say
talking
for
to
me, I
people.
don't know because I'm very reserved. So if I'm
Hmm.
opening myself up to you, I keep
Right.
saying it means something because I do not give too many people a chance. So if
Hey,
I'm
Right.
giving you a
Selena.
chance, oh,
Sorry,
you good. Hey, Selena. But
that's
yeah,
somebody I went to college with.
that's
Mm,
what's up.
okay.
She had became a really good friend of mine.
That's good.
But yeah, I'm with you. I really don't know if I can. Like I
It's
said with
scary.
old boy, I knew
It
he was
is.
gonna
I
come
couldn't
back.
do it.
So I knew it wasn't a forever thing. Because I feel like it's a lot that go into that. Like I have to know, okay, are you willing to move her or you think I'm gonna move her? Are we
That
supposed to be
that's
long
how I
distance?
am. Like this brings me uh to the girl that stalked me who lived in New York. So back in I want to say 2012 ish, we met, started talking on IG, found out she lived in New York, told her I don't do long distance relationships. Then she kind of rizzed me up and told me, "Hey, I might be moving to Texas soon." I'm like, "Okay, when?" Never gave me a date. She never moved to Texas. All right, so I'm gonna just fast forward to all the stalking part. She had the biggest crush on me. This is like 3 months after my ex girlfriend broke up with me. Uh, she legit kept telling her friends about me and whatnot. And I'm just like, yo, chill out. Cause it's like I wanted to introduce myself to her friends. because I don't mind people introducing me to their
Mm.
friends, but it's like, let me be there when you do it, just in case you said something wrong, so I can correct them or whatnot. So yeah, a lot of our friends are like, oh, okay. So a lot of our friends like they really like me. This when I found out that this you know what is crazy. Ooh, she would obsessively get mad for no reason. Tell her that tell her friends that she wants to be with me or boyfriend ain't stuff ain't nothing or whatnot. And I'm just like, okay, so why are you with him if he's not doing anything or whatnot? She lied to me on that part. I'm gonna get to that part in a minute. And then she's like, I don't know, it's just that blah blah all that. And then I'm like, okay, well, that's on you. If you want to be with him, be with him. If you don't, then just cut it off. So I think about a month later they broke up, and then she legit tried so hard to get at me, but she kind of introduced me to one of her friends who really liked me, and me and her were like
Wait a
flirting.
minute, but this was somebody you was already talking to, or they just liked you? Because that's weird.
It's somebody. It was somebody that like I knew. We wasn't really talking because again, I don't do long distance relationship. Like she lived in New
Hmm.
York, I lived in Texas, so that was never gonna happen unless one of us moved to each other's state or whatnot. So she introduced me to a friend, and her friend lived in New Jersey, and our friend was pretty cool. Me and her was like kicking it off or whatnot. Well, not really kicking it off, but like kind of like flirting every now and then.
Hmm.
And she gets mad. And I'm like, the hell you getting mad for? You're the one that introduced us. So why you getting mad?
Uh-huh.
And then she will randomly cause you might want to get some lemon juice for this one. Uh she will randomly make these group chats, get mad, leave the group chats, get added back in, get mad again, then leave. And I'm
She
and I'm
sound
just
unhinged.
yeah. And then this is the thing about me in group chats. I'm not very and I told her this because she wanted to add me in the group chat. And I'm like, I am not very active in group chats. Like, I don't mind being added in, but I'm not gonna be very active. So don't expect me to be very active because I'm not very active
Mhm.
in group chats. So she added me in and she had me in anyway. And then and then they was having normal conversation until she started going crazy. Then all of a sudden, I forgot exactly what she did to piss me off. But I legit told her, don't talk to me again until you like fix yourself. So I blocked her off of everything. She's one of those sites that kept making fake page after fake page after fake page after fake page
Mhm.
to the point where I had to block all of them. And then this is where I almost how can I put this without uh how can I put this in a very polite way? I basically want to fight because she messaged my mom saying that
Girl, what?
yes, she messaged my mom
Creepy.
and it
Mhm.
and it was like my mom told me this while I was at work. She was like, "Who's this girl messaging me?" And I'm like, "Mom, what the hell are you talking about?" And she screenshot the picture, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill this girl. Oh, oh, I can't really say what I really want to say." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna get her." Yeah, we'll put it like that. Oh, I'm gonna get this girl. I'm gonna get this girl. So I called a friend and told her what happened. I'm like, you tell her to call me because I was about to full blown cuss this girl out and hurt her feelings. Like when you piss me off to that point, I don't care about your feelings. I don't care if you cry or not. Nah, I am severely hurting you, and I'm not gonna
Because
care.
she was out of pocket.
Yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
was. So like
What did
the,
she say to your mom? If you don't mind me asking, do you remember?
she was like, I don't understand why your son is mad at me. I love your son. I don't understand why he's mad at me. And I'm just like, and this is what I told her when she finally answered the phone. And then, of course, her friend was there. And I'm like, you don't know my mom. I never even introduced you to my mom. I told you about my mom, but you don't know my mom. Like, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it's coming out. It's coming out. I'm sorry. And like, who the fuck are you to message my mom? Like, why did you message my mom? And then she's like, to get my attention. And I'm like, okay, let me be very, very clear because I forgot exactly what else I said. But I told her this the very next time you message my mom behind my back, I'm flying to New York. I don't care if I got to fight your entire family to get to you, but you ain't gonna feel
Mm-mm.
every ounce of my wrath.
Mm-mm. I don't blame you.
Right. And that was probably the one of the rarest times I've ever told somebody that. Because again, I don't like being mean to people. I don't like cussing people out unless I absolutely had to. Of course, I don't mind cussing out Eagles fans because that
I feel you
yeah,
though.
yeah, but yeah, that was like the very that was I want to say that was the last time I talked to her, but it wasn't. Let's see, last year seemed like she changed, right? But I was still like keeping my guard up basically. Introduced me to a friend that go to church because she knows that I'm a deacon and I go to church and we was talking about some stuff in the Bible and whatnot. And then
Mhm.
our friend asked, do you do long distance relationships? And I politely told her, no, I don't do long distance relationships. I prefer to find somebody that live in my state. And then the girl, Lorraine, that is the stalker, that is the New York stalker's name. That I don't care. Lorraine was like, but I like you. And I'm like, okay, but you know I don't do long distance relationships.
Mhm.
And then she just went ballistic saying, but I like you. I really do. I really do like you. Like, why can't we be together? And I'm just like,
This is why you proving right now why we can't. You nut.
exactly. So I blocked her. I'm like, you know what? Don't talk to me ever again. I'm not gonna deal with you. Because clearly we was together. What if she do that crazy stuff now, what's to not say she'll do that stuff in person?
Right. Or
But
worse.
right? Ooh. Yeah, that is more to that story, but I purposely skipped a whole bunch of parts that I probably forgot about. But yeah, it was yeah, that was crazy.
You know what's crazy? Okay, earlier when you said I don't like cussing people out, and I know I had said that too, and I was laughing in my head because I immediately thought, but sometimes it's fun though.
It is.
It do feel good
I'm with you.
sometimes.
It does. Especially when you been holding it. You just been like, I've been mature. I've been just talking to you like an adult and you still playing? Okay, let me
Right.
show you something.
Sometimes it don't feel good, but sometimes it does.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm one of
Like
the people, majority time, it really don't feel good to me. I don't like that side of me. But sometimes when I'm just fed up and I finally just release, it feel good. And
yeah.
I'm not one of the people who say stuff out of anger. Like, you already know how I feel. So it ain't no surprise when I say it in a rude way.
Yeah, like if I get really, really mad, I tell people stay away from me because I know what I'm capable of, and I don't want to do anything I regret. Great.
Hmm.
Not saying that I will, but it's just I know like the level of anger that I'm at. If I'm like really, really angry, just keep the distance, but still like talk to me, calm me down, because that's one of the ways to calm me down. Like just like talk to me. and just be upfront and honest with me. Don't like
Yeah.
baby me or anything. Just be upfront and honest with me.
I
Yeah.
hate when
I'm
people
on it.
don't.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it when people sugarcoat stuff.
Me either.
Like
That's
I
actually a
used
pet
to,
peeve.
I used to, but after being around my pastor for so many years, like I definitely do not like it when people sugarcoat stuff around me.
I don't think I ever been one of them people who liked it. But I think they got a lot to do with the type of family I grew up in because we ain't never just been sugarcoat type of family.
Yeah, that's what's up. I I don't know if y'all seen Big Bang Theory, and
Mm-hmm.
I always use this reference like the character Sheldon, even though he say a lot of messed up stuff. The one thing I know for a fact, Sheldon will tell the truth no matter what,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why he will be my best friend because he ain't afraid to tell me. He ain't afraid to tell me the truth or tell me about myself.
Mm-hmm. I like
And he's
Sheldon
also one of
too.
my favorite characters because Sheldon be making me laugh.
I'm gonna tell you, I couldn't stand Penny. I just don't like dumb.
Right,
In the later seasons, I started to like her though.
right.
You talking about from Proud Family?
Mm-mm.
Nah,
What are you
Big
talking
Big
Bang
about?
Bang
Theory.
Theory.
Oh, I ain't watched it.
You should. It's pretty funny. It's pretty
It
funny.
is.
I haven't really been into shows lately, but I can add it to my list. But I get to it eventually.
I know one of my
You
favorite
got
shows was My
HBO?
Wife and Kids.
No, but
That
I'm
was
gonna have to
my
get it soon because when House of the Dragons come back on, I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah. Do y'all watch Game of Thrones?
never seen it.
I used to.
Me,
They used
me
to be my
either.
show.
Me either. Ever since I seen that one scene of them two guys doing it, I never watched that show.
You must didn't watch Spartacus or nothing like that either.
Because I remember I was over my dad's house and him and my stepmom was watching it, and when that scene come on, because everybody kept talking about Game of Thrones, because
Mm.
when that one scene come on, I'm like, oh no, I'm not watching that show. Because I do not. Because if that's gonna happen throughout the show, I do not want to see that.
Mm.
Yep. And all of them olden time, like them that back in the day shows are like that.
Yeah,
Cause I used to love Spartacus. I stopped watching it because the main character ended up getting cancer in real life and passed, so they replaced him with another dude, but he didn't have the same like real energy to me. Like a
right,
man type of energy. Like that
Mm.
one sold it to me. This one didn't.
right.
I used to love stuff like that.
We used to love Walking Dead too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Walking Dead. Negan's my favorite character.
That is my favorite villain.
I love
Him
me
and
some
the
Rick.
Joker. I can't stand Rick.
I know you can't.
Right.
Carl.
I like
Carl.
Negan and that I keep forgetting that name. That one black chick with the samurai sword.
Michonne.
Michonne, that's my girl.
Yes, that's
Well,
my girl.
the old Michonne was my girl, but when they made
Yeah.
her Rick's,
I don't like
mm-hmm.
them together. It seemed like friends getting together. I
They
don't like
make
it.
her weaker though. They made her
They
weak when
do.
she got with Rick.
Did you? I'm sure you probably didn't. But did you watch the newer show where she goes to find Rick and he's alive? He
Mm-mm.
just don't have one of his hands.
Mm-mm.
I ain't gonna lie, I forgot what season I left off of
You
Walking
start
Dead.
to see her trying to get back a little bit into like her,
Old
strong
self.
fighting mode. But I
I
don't.
saw the very last episode of The Walking Dead, and then that was the last thing I saw.
Right.
I don't know if I did finish it because I don't remember the ending. I kind of was in a blur, honestly, especially after Glenn died. But I stayed watching it.
Girl, I cried like a baby when
Girl, I
Kevin
was
died.
mad with Abraham. Like he was one of my top
I
five.
cried for him too.
I was even sad for Sasha.
Right.
Me too. And Maggie's sister.
Right.
That was so sad, right?
hmm
Hey,
I can't remember what her name was.
at least Negan
You got me
apologized
thinking.
for
Hold
it.
on. I don't know
Negan
why I
didn't
want to
kill
call her
Maggie's
Abigail. That ain't
sister.
her damn name.
Now when he killed, I think it was Glenn that he killed.
Hmm.
hmm
Yeah, when he killed Glenn, he was like, I am truly sorry.
They didn't
Yeah,
even
You
have to kill
see?
Maggie's sister off. Honestly, they
they
didn't have to.
didn't.
That whole
Especially because
scene
they
was
finally
stupid.
gave a boy her age and then gonna kill her.
Then he
Right,
died. What? 3 episodes
Like 2 more
later.
episodes in, I was
Yeah.
like, finally get another black person, he ought to killed him.
And the way he died was so messed up too.
Mm-hmm. So I'm sick of y'all. Let me write the show.
right.
Shoot, and Stranger Things taking forever to get us a new season.
Man, I need
They
to
be
finish
getting on my
Stranger
nerves. I done
Things.
forgot what happened last season. I'm gonna have to go rewatch it.
You know what threw me off about Stranger Things? And
What?
and me and my ex was like watching it, and I'm just like, who in the hell would let their random black child walk out in the middle of the night?
In this type of neighborhood at that.
Right, and back in the '70s too. Hell
You're
no.
right. Y'all gotta get this storyline together. Cause baby, you can't tell me that ain't no sundown town, all them white folk.
Right. Oh man.
They need to start
Yeah,
letting us write this stuff. Uh
Right.
I'ma start doing some fan fiction.
I would definitely read it to see what you put up with. But we need to end this stream because I do gotta get up at 5.
Same
Okay.
here.
I thank you guys. I really needed this because today kind of been rocky for me. I know, Clyde, you don't know, and Shay only knows so much. So I do appreciate y'all,
No
Anytime,
problem.
anytime.
Anytime.
Whatever I'm here for, anytime.
and thank everybody in the chat for coming and showing support. I hope everybody hit the like and enjoyed
hmm
the talk. I did. It was much
Like,
needed.
subscribe, share to your friends. And I
Yeah,
hope that y'all got
man.
something from this. I know sometimes we change the subject sometimes and stuff like that, but I feel like we s- I feel like how we were saying earlier, God uses people. You never know who's watching, who needed to see it and stuff. So that's why I don't mind sharing my life. I'm not gonna lie, it do be kind of hard a little bit sometimes because, like I said, I'm
Yeah.
I'm private. But I hope that I know that there's some a younger me out there who needed to hear something that we said.
Right. Same here.
Mhm.
Like I don't care. I don't care. Like you ask me, I'll tell you, or I'll just straight up tell you. So I don't mind sharing my life with anybody.
Respect. Well, that's
Oh,
that.
cousin,
Hmm?
what you doing Thursday?
Mm, my car is getting fixed on, so I don't know if I got to pick that up and return my rental, and I have to work.
Dang it! I'm gonna see you want to watch the Cowboy game with me. Dang
That's if I even watch it.
it!
Oh,
Man, you better watch it. It's against the most.
I
It's against
know.
the one. You know what? I'm studying too much. It's against the
mm-mm.
one thing we hate the most. Come on now, who wouldn't want to watch that?
You're right. You're right. We'll see.
She like me. I used to watch basketball and football, and the Cowboys has always been my team. Especially when I had my car wreck and got paralyzed. I'm not gonna lie, they got me through some tough times, being able to watch them and stuff. And then after a while, I kind of fell off and stopped watching. And
Basketball
them
got
and the
me.
Mavericks, I stopped watching both of them.
Yeah, the Mavericks was my team.
hmm
Mavericks still my team. I don't care what anybody say.
They still my team too, but
They
I just
still my
don't watch
team. I
them
just
like
don't
that.
watch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
If I
basketball
met
got boring
them,
to me.
it's too much politics in both of them for me now.
yeah. And it's always been that way. It's just the older we get, we see it, and it's just like they make it
Yep.
not fun no more to watch.
Mhm.
Yeah, like the All Star game because I will always used to love watching the All Star game because I've always like watching the dunk contest, and then it's
Yeah, I
like
used to like that too.
these are the same dunks that's back in the '90s or whatever. So what's different?
What's
Like
new? Right. Impress
be
me.
creative. Come on, like this all you young bucks can do.
Mhm. But yeah. I wish I could have met some of the Dallas Cowboys. I met the Dallas Mavericks at one point. That's when Devin Harris and Dirk Nowitzki and Jason the Jet Terry, all them was on the team.
Yeah,
I love
I
me
I
some
almost
definitely
Jason
ran
met
Dirk
Terry.
finger off.
Cowboy. I met
Ah.
safety Roy Williams
Hmm.
and when my parents were still together, they met Charles Haley.
My brother met
Okay.
Dion.
I actually saw Dion at a high school game one time.
Yeah. But y'all, we gotta bring it to a close. I love you
Okay.
guys. I
Love
Me
you
appreciate this
too.
too.
live. So take care. Let's see if I can end it right. I was gonna do the outro.